First class isn't too bad, huh? That's our hotel that we were in. Walk in and there's a probably bigger kitchen than we're used to.
Probably.
Bathroom. And here's the bedroom. Sofa. Everything you need.
Yeah.
It's not fancy, but it's clean. And that is the Arctic Ocean. How cool is that? No jumping. No jumping. And being up here, there are no roads. Stop it. There are no roads that come here. And the ocean where ships could come, first of all, it's a super, super long way, but also more than half the year, all but maybe 3 months of the year, it's iced in anyway. So it's airplane is all you can get.
I'd say this is about as iconic as it gets for Utqiaġvik, huh?
Yeah. Hope that we can see some tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is the Arctic Ocean, and we are about to go touch it. All right, we are standing on the Arctic Ocean. It's right there. So you have to see the bottom. But you can't really see anything out there because there's a lot of fog. The Arctic Ocean. Ready to touch? Oh, it's cold.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Is it salty?
Probably.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely salty. Oh my gosh, it's so crystal clear though.
Yeah.
You can see the rocks. It is crystal clear. The world is not.
No.
Just the water.
This would be the can't take off weather.
Yeah. The sand is way cool. That's crazy. I don't see how they survive this cold. Maybe it hasn't. No, I'm not going to touch it. Wow, that's cool though.
Seems alive.
It does kind of, but it could just be in the water.
The colorings make me think it's probably alive. I don't know.
It has a fish in its tentacles.
Does it really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it does. Huh.
We are walking along the Arctic Ocean in Utqiaġvik. It used to be called Barrow, Alaska, and it is extremely foggy, as I'm sure you can see behind us. It is beautiful and quiet. We are 330 miles north of the Arctic Circle.
1,300?
1,300 miles south of the North Pole. We're staying at Top of the World Highway. Top of the World Highway. We're going to drive Top of the World Highway. We're staying at Top of the World Hotel.
Also, it's very sandy.
It is very sandy.
Very different sand, though.
Yeah. Volcanic, probably.
I don't know.
But yes, it's very quiet here. It's very peaceful. The ocean is very, very salty. I guess I haven't tasted an ocean recently, but...
Well, I mean, yeah, it's all salty.
Yeah, it's really cool here. And there is no sunset. There's no sunrise because there's no sunset here.
And there's supposed to be a midnight sun. I'm going to switch arms.
Okay.
But I'm not sure we'll see it if it's foggy.
Yeah, if the fog continues like this, we may not get a chance to see it.
We were about, 45 minutes late getting in, and we landed and it was socked in.
And they don't fly if it's really foggy, so we're hoping that the fog goes away for us to fly out of here tomorrow.
Right. Apparently they do take off in the fog.
I guess so.
But they don't land in it.
I don't know why, what the difference is. But
Well, I think
it's hard to walk on this.
because taking off is you just take off.
Yeah.
Landing, you got to hit it just right.
So you got to be able to see the ground.
They must not have an instrument landing system here.
It's very small. There's basically one room is the terminal for everything.
You get off the plane, you walk through someone's office
Yep.
to get in.
Yeah, these are the kind of steps, even into, the fanciest hotel in Alaska, that you have to have because of all of this dirt and mud and snow. The only thing that is paved in this whole town is the airport.
Actually see all the way to the horizon today because it's not socked in fog yet.
Yeah, let's hope it stays that way. We'd like to get back.
Just until like 4.
Yeah.
And we'll be fine. But yeah, there's boats.
The water temperature is quite cold. We would guess, what, 30, maybe 32? Well, above 32, I guess.
Doesn't have to be because it's very salty.
Yeah, it is very salty.
Yeah, no, I think the water temperature sits around 30, 32. It's cold.
But it's, the air temperature is mid-40s right now.
So, of course, we're wearing shorts. Oh, wait.
Well, somebody is. Somebody isn't.
We did just have a lovely breakfast.
We had a very nice breakfast. Gosh, it's beautiful here. I mean, the city is very different than any city that we've ever been. It's not a city, it's a village. And
there's 4,300 people here. This is bigger than...
It's bigger. It's a village, though. I mean, but they do have a hospital. They do have, several restaurants. And
well, they have everything because...
there's nothing else,
right.
Around. There are no roads that come here. There's only one road. Well, there's only one bit of pavement in the whole place, and that is at the airport.
Yeah.
Everything else is dirt roads or gravel. And you will see lots of debris from like old junked cars or anything. They don't...
There's nowhere to take it.
There's nowhere to take it. They don't bury it because they don't even have their utilities underground because of permafrost. And
including water and...
Yeah, everything is above ground. All the buildings are built on stilts. And, I mean, it's cool. It's cool as hell here. Very cool.
Let's get all the buildings up. Kind of reminds you of
a beach town.
Well, and it is a beach town,
yeah.
But that's not why. But that's our hotel, which is also built
on stilts.
Yeah. Mike and Heather for 2. Do you need a receipt? No. Temporary.
This is the temporary summer camp.
This is the cabin in northern Minnesota.
One of our elders thought this was pretty cool. He decided to make some palm trees, huh?
I think that's awesome.
Out of baleen. The lagoon right here, this is a lagoon. It's not the Beaufort Sea, so it's called Elson Lagoon. What makes the lagoon are the barrier islands that go about 40 miles east. And at the widest, it's about 4 miles. We like to go camping over that way.
What part of the whales do you eat?
So we eat the skin and the blubber, the meat, and then we get the heart, the kidneys, the small intestine, the tongue, then the flippers.
What do you do with the flippers?
You eat them. We like to have it frozen raw. You can cook them up, you can fry them up, you can however you want to cook them.
Would it be like beef jerky frozen raw?
It's almost like the texture is like a cucumber.
Oh, interesting. I'll never eat a
Similar to a
cucumber again
cucumber.
without thinking about that. Are these traps that we see going out into the water?
These are gill nets.
Ah,
So they're going after salmon, Arctic char, and broad whitefish.
How big is the whale heart?
It's about the size of the hood of the truck.
wow.
Is there a place to buy it in town?
It's not commercialized. We don't sell it. We share it. So we have the spring hunt and we have the fall hunt. And the first beast is similar for both fall, spring and fall. So about 2 days after the whale is harvested, we're going to have a feast over at the whaling captain's house, the successful whaling captain. His crew and extended family will prepare for the feast. They'll cook up a storm. I mean, they will cook for about 700 people.
Whoa.
And the community will just go right through his house. He cut them up into small serving size, and everybody come in and get a bag of servings. And then you got bread, and we also have fruit. We give out fruit. So the whaling captains will bring all their catch to the church, frozen raw, basically. The skin and the blubber and the meat and the flipper. That's all distributed at the church during Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Wow.
And then they also serve caribou soup, duck soup, just whatever they've harvested throughout the whole winter, or the summer, I mean. And they share that with the community. They were getting pretty comfortable for several years. They would always come back during the fall whale hunts, and they'd just be waiting for the feast. So the whaling captains decided to haul everything out to the point, and that's where they do it now. Usually, like, the reason why you see a lot of the bone around here, what we'll do in the springtime is we'll throw the heads in the water on the ice. It's a traditional thing. When you harvest a whale, you put the head back into the ocean. Well, welcome to the northernmost point.
Wow.
Look at that. You can see where the two seas meet. You have the Chukchi Sea on the west, and then you have the Beaufort Sea on the east.
Yeah.
And this is where they meet up.
Look at that.
Wow.
Is that better?
That'll do.
That's awesome.
Are those otters I see close in?
They're probably seals.
Ah.
Ring seals.
Standing out here on the very, very, very northernmost point
You see the
of
seals?
the United States.
Navigation tool too. So like when you don't have your GPS and you're traveling out on the tundra, in whether it's summertime or in the wintertime, you know which way is north and south. So what we do is you just which way are the lakes going, because it's pointing towards home.
Wow.
That's
And then
great.
you can also use, because we have prevailing east winds. So if you dust the snow off the grass and you see which way the blades are turned, you know which way is home.
Wow.
That's cool.
Preparation, I mean, from the beginning, preparations is probably the biggest thing.
Sure.
In the springtime, the fall whale hunts are fairly easy because you have you go out every day. You do day trips. So you're leaving a fishing boat about the size of a 24-foot to 28, even 30-foot boats nowadays, and you just go day trips. They have, they're powered by twin outboards, and we go out every day. So right in this area, so you'll notice this we're going right out towards Utqiaġvik. That's what we call Utqiaġvik in our language. It's called Plover Point, to the rest of the U.S. But so we go out from the boat dock in town. We go through this lagoon, come right out around this corner, and we're right in this area. This is all the whaling grounds, the fall whaling grounds. Ocean currents coming off the point on the west side. Then you have the ocean currents coming in on the east side. Then you have the east winds pushing these ocean currents all the way up to shore, just about. What you have is like a gyre effect right here, and what happens, it becomes a major krill trap all along these islands. And when you have a krill trap like that, then you have feeding frenzies like what you just saw out there for all the fall migration. For the bowhead whales, they come all the way in this area. They'll be out here for several weeks feeding.
Wow.
And that's when we do the fall hunt in October. And I mean, there is hundreds of whales in this whole area, right?
Wow.
Even thousands. You don't know which one to go after. There's so many of them. Okay, in the springtime it's much different. You go on this side of town, and so what happens is in the springtime, all the migration is moving all along the coast of Alaska. Okay, and what we do, you have the shore fast ice, and then you have the main ice pack. The shore fast ice is ice grounded to the seabed, and we have to set up camp on that shore fast ice. It's not moving. We try and find the safest spots, because out there, there could be some thin areas where you have to be careful not set up camp, and you got to find a place to pull up a whale. So I mean, so we're out there, we're camping, we have to chop a trail. It takes several weeks to chop a good trail. You get about 40 guys together, maybe 5-6 whaling crews together, and then you chop a trail by hand with an ice pick, just enough for your snowmobile, your sleds, and your boats to go out. So you do that, then you go set up camp, and what we're doing on the ice edge. So when the open lead opens up, the body of water where they're going to migrate through, we're waiting on the ice. We're waiting on the ice with our skin boats, and we're waiting for the migration to come through.
Wow.
And they'll come close enough to the ice where you can just paddle out there with the boat, and you do it. It's fairly quiet. And even if you hit the boat with the paddle, or your boot or something in the boat, I mean, that could spook the whales. They can hear that, And whaling preparation is a year-round activity, because you have the skin boat, you got to get the bearded seal skins. That's what we use to put on the skin boat. The whaling captain's wives, and the family, they'll braid the tendons together and make a thread. They split all the tendons, and then they braid them together. So then that's how the thread is about, I want to say, 2 fathoms, and that's how you're going to sew the skins together. When we're pursuing the actual whale, the actual hunt, it varies from a couple minutes to several hours to kill one.
Wow.
So, I mean, depending on what kind of equipment you have, experience whaling, your harpooners, your gunners, because it's a hand-thrown harpoon.
Hand-thrown.
Hand-thrown.
Good grief.
You have to be very experienced, and it's pretty tough. You gotta find a balance between the Western society and the cultural activities.
Yeah.
And trying to balance that out can be very difficult at times.
Wow. Beluga whale killed yesterday, and has been definitely picked on. Mike checking out the beluga.
So we're just past Point Barrow at the end of the peninsula, all the way.
All
and
the way.
Behind us is Utqiagvik.
Yeah, Utqiaġvik is that away. No, that away.
Yeah. You can see the big circle, the round radar thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And
Here we are.
there's a dead beluga whale that was killed yesterday, I think he said. And as we walked up, we scared off all the diners that were there. Wow. Ugh. Those are the bones from a 49-foot bowhead. Wow.
That's a big whale. some effort to butcher that one.
Oh. Yeah.
90 miles down the coast, so they should be here anytime today. One of the barges. There's multiple barges that do come in.
This is a supply thing?
Oh yeah. All the bulk materials, heavy equipment to building materials, materials for projects, the fuel hauls coming in, because we get fuel once a year.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, can you change the date on that to today?
You can see the ice in the background.
Oh, that's a great picture. Oh. So we have to come back in June. Got it. It's made out of caribou skin, brown bear, and black bear. From the inside of the whale. It's what they use to eat with, right? The baleen is what they use to filter the krill. That's what these are made of. That's really cool. Utqiaġvik, which is used to be known as Barrow, is the only North Slope community that whales in both the spring and the fall. That's very interesting.
Apparently, fall whaling is easy.
Yeah, motorboats.
Whaling on easy mode.
Our guy, Vernon, did it on Tuffy mode.
Today, Barrow has over 40 whaling crews. Each crew has its own flag.
That's cool. And our tour guide was one of those 40.
Yep. Skin boat.
Yeah.
Grape juice. White grape juice.
$20.
Some of it's not too bad. I mean,
Some of it's really not
yeah.
too bad.
It's really kind of interesting how all over the place it is.
Here. Ooh, that's mac and cheese.
That's high. $10 for a can of soup, though.
I bet they don't waste very much food here.
No. $11 for Progresso. $5.25. And cereal, $12. And something like that. A luxury, I guess. A quart of half and half is $13.
Heather would die.
Case of water,
$35.
$35.
This is a tired puppy. After spending the week, well, not the whole weekend, a night, one
A night.
and a long day. It's 8:30, it's 9 o'clock now.
36 hours.
Okay, so he spent 36 hours away from us, but he's very tired. He played, and now he's gonna sleep.